Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Elena Michaels. I'm going to do a card reading and a guided meditation for you this evening. And this is totally unscripted, totally just spontaneous. And if you have a question, maybe you'll get answers. You know, we all want answers. We want to go see someone who will give us answers to our situation, but actually the answers are all inside of you. So what this is designed to do, that we're going to do this evening, is help you get to the answers that are inside of you, that are the best choices for you. So to begin, I'm going to choose a God card. All right, and so I'm going to choose from this little box right here. But you know what I want you to do is I want you to just think about a question that you might have. Take a moment right now and just think about a question. Something you need clarity on, something you want guidance on, something you want direction on. Just take a minute and think about what that is. Okay, now this is a reading not for me, it's a reading for all of you. And I often, oh, this card just fell out. That's interesting. I should probably just use this card. It fell out. Let's see what it is. Oh, it was last week's card. I'm not going to do that one. It was the one from last week. But, you know, we all want answers and we all want guidance. And so let's just see if you get some from this. And I get so many phone calls and I get messages and I get texts and people will say, oh my God, that seemed like it was the most perfect reading for me, meaning them. For them, they say, it's the most perfect reading for me. It was perfect, right on. So maybe it will be for you too. And if it is and you want to say something about that in the comments, go ahead. I know a lot of you are so shy. You don't want anyone to know. I don't know if you don't want anyone to know that you look at the cards or that you watch this or what, or you don't want anybody to know your personal information. I can totally dig it. But I do want you to know that I am so grateful when you do make comments. And please, if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. All right? This is shown on YouTube. I have my YouTube channel, and I always put the links for the video on YouTube, on Facebook as well, but they're all on YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna cut these right now, and we're gonna take something from the top. I'm kind of vibing to this golden mud color right here. Let's see what it is. This one. All right, I'm gonna hold it up while I put these back in. Let's see. These little cards are so cute. All right, I'm gonna get my glasses so I can see what this says. May the force be with you is on one side, and the other side is feeling guilt or fear, I separate from the force. Guilt and fear disappear as I reconnect with my source. Boy, isn't that true, okay? Guilt and fear disconnect you from source. And when you reconnect with source, guilt and fear disappear because you know that you are in the hands of the Almighty Creator, the universal energy, and you just trust that. So that's really, really good information. Feeling guilt or fear, I separate from the force. Guilt and fear disappear as I reconnect with my source. So that's the key, right? The key is stay connected to source. And if you feel guilt or fear, it's because you're not connected. So you gotta get yourself back connected again. So how do you do that? How do you get yourself connected, right? You know, we all have those moments where we're kind of feeling disconnected. We don't feel like we're connected to anything bigger than us. So how do you get yourself connected again? You have to dump the junk. You have to let go of all the monkey mind, all the crap in your head, and spend quiet time connecting to that deep part inside of you, that higher consciousness part that is inside of you. You know, somebody was telling me the other day that, you know, they were driving to work and rushing and all these phone calls and got to do this deal and that, and they were thinking, what is the point? What is the point of all this? To buy things? To get more things? For what? That is when you know that you need to stop and do something like listen to these videos or watch them. And that's when you know you've got to stop doing all of that and take time for yourself. Because when you take the time for yourself, doing nothing is when you are connected to Source, and that's when you have the chance to connect to Source. And this person said to me, well, okay, you know, can I like work out on the treadmill while I'm listening to your video? Because I suggested, try listening to my video, you know. And they said, well, can I work out on the treadmill while I'm listening to the video? I said, no, that's not, that is still doing things. That's still busy, busy, busy. No, you have to do nothing. When you listen to these, do nothing. Just listen. And it allows you to dump the junk, okay? So that's just a little tip. And this is these are some very wise words. Feeling guilt or fear, I separate from the Force. Guilt and fear disappear as I reconnect with my Source. Because that's when you remember that it's not in your hands anyway. I mean, it's in the hands of destiny. I mean, what you decided before you came into this body, what you decided you wanted to happen before you came into this body. So get out of your way and allow yourself to follow the script that you created with the Creator. All right, let's pull some cards and see what's going on. Now, I do lay the cards out here in front of me so that I can see them as a map, because the cards are like a map. They show me where we're going to go. And I read them in a very intuitive way. I don't read them like what the book says, you know. As far as I'm concerned, what the book says is just filtered through the person who wrote the book. There's so many tarot books out there. Years ago, I used to be very much into studying Paul Foster Case, who was very esoteric about the tarot cards. And I still, you know, abide by that, but I look at them in a totally different way. When I pull the cards now, I actually get a message at the moment that I'm pulling the card. And when I look at the card, I get a bigger message that I share with you. And sometimes it's completely different than what Paul Foster Case would say. So let's just see what's going to come up, okay? Now remember, you have a question, right? It's best if it's not a yes or no question. It's best if it's, tell me about XYZ, or give me some guidance about XYZ, or I've got this project I'm working on. Give me some direction on the project. It's more open-ended, okay? So let's see what comes up here. We are divinely protected, and we are completely surrounded by benevolent energy, divine white light, and protective shields of goodness that repel all negativity, doubt, and fear, and repel all negativity during the period you're watching or listening to this, as well as always. Divine protection. All right, let's take a card from right here. I also get the guidance about when to cut the cards. And we're going to go with this. Okay, this is a pretty bleak one, all right? I like to pull a couple of these if I get the guidance to do so. So let's move this stuff over here and pull the next card. Oh boy, okay, that's good. And one more. Oh, okay, I'll cut it. You want me to cut it? I'll cut it. You want me to take the card from the top? Oh, okay, I'll take the card from the top. What could it be? Oh, yay. Okay. All right, so we've got 3 great cards here. And we've got a major arcana card. We've got a 5, a 6, and a 10 from the major arcana. All right, so let's talk about these and see if you get any inkling if this is going to give you any direction. Oh my God, there's a card left in here. I'm going to have to adjust and add this. This is the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card. This is, what is this? I can't really see it. Oh, it's the 12. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana cards and we have 2 regular tarot cards. You see, I had to pull it out because it was stuck in there. And when I opened the pouch, my beautiful little pouch, when I opened the pouch, I saw it in there, so I couldn't pretend like I didn't see it. It was like, oh, here's another message. So I had to pull it out. All right, so let's see what we got here. And I'm going to start with the first one that came up. This is the Five of Pentacles. This is, things have been a little tough lately, okay? These are Pentacles, so this is about the Earth trip. This is about finances. This is about career. And it's like not been so sure about the career. Kind of like, it hasn't been exactly clear. But you see, this young man here is looking up. She's not. She's got her face down and her feet are in the snow. He's kind of limping with crutches. He's not exactly, moving along easily. It's been challenging. It's been challenging. So whatever your question was, things have been a little challenging lately. But look at the light coming out of those stars. If you look in the right direction and you connect with Source, you will have the memory of that light being available to you, and things will not be as dire or as challenging as they have been. The answers are going to come, okay? And this is a 5. Remember the Leonardo da Vinci artwork of the man like this with his legs spread, okay? That's a pentacle, right? Top 2 points and the bottom 2 points when your legs are spread. So that was the 5 of Pentacles. The next card was double that. It's the 10. It's a major arcana card. This is really interesting because if you remember to look to the light and you remember to connect to spirit, you got the whole world in your hands, baby. The Wheel of Fortune, whatever you want to create. But remember, the Wheel of Fortune spins, it moves around. So it's not always wonderful. There are times when it's challenging. Okay, and there's a lot of images here. Knowledge, see the books, more books. It's about use your head, people. Use your head. Use your head and remember, look toward the light. That's where your answers are. Remember that when things seem dire or challenging, they're going to change. That's the nature of the universe. Even if you haven't been feeling well lately, when you don't feel well, you tend to get depressed. People tend to get depressed when they don't feel well, they're in pain, or they're dealing with something physically. So, and you see, physically, he's definitely challenged, right? So, when you are dealing with something physically, you don't feel so optimistic and so positive and so dynamic. But remember, the nature of the universe is change. It's going to change. So look to the light and remember, it's going to change. This is also, looks like the solar plexus right here, which is orange, that orange yellow. That's your power spot. Your power is remembering that it's not going to stay the same, it's going to change. That's your power when you start to feel down or depressed or not physically well. Well, then we have a 6 coming up. Well, this guy, he came up recently too. This is a person. Could be you. This is a celebration of something wonderful, something creative. Wands are creative, okay? Wands are creative. So this guy is grounded. He's coming from his heart and he's celebrating. See that wreath? And all those people behind him, they're celebrating too. It's like he's kind of in charge, okay? This guy's riding in, he's kind of in charge. Now it's a 6. 6 in the major arcana is the Lovers. This could be a relationship, this could be a partner coming in, this could be somebody coming in saying, hey, let's work on this thing together. Let's do this thing together. Could be that. So keep your eye open for that because this is like a team. See these people right here, this is like a group. So he's somebody in charge of a group or somebody who in a creative field who's in charge of a group could be coming into your life and giving you some kind of an opportunity. Could be anything. Now, this is the one that was stuck. This is a 6. double the 6 is the 12. You see, this is really interesting. This was the first card. This is a 5. Double the 5, and you get the 10, which is a major arcana card. Then we have 6, which is 1 up from 5. Okay? Double the 6, and you get the 12, major arcana card. Okay, so this guy this is called the Hangman. Okay? This is what he really looks like right side up. This is what he looks like upside down. But this guy is surrounded by light, and he's comfortable. So things may turn around for you. Things may change. Remember, change. Someone coming in with some kind of a creative offer. Maybe someone you already know. Probably a man or a woman who is action-oriented. Or you, who have decided to take a new direction. And things are going to change. So it's going to turn around. So expect something to turn around. Expect it to turn around. The Hangman. Let's see, although he's hanging upside down, he's grounded and centered. His legs are the color of red, which is the root chakra. He's got the golden halo around him, and he's got a blue tunic on. That's your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is blue. Okay? So something might be said. You might need to say something to someone. Someone might need to say something to you. And it's all going to work out great. It's going to be great. Even though this looked a little depressing at the beginning, this just shows that it's been a rough time lately. All right? It's depleted your energy. See, they're like, you know, man, it's like rough out here. But look to the light. You got the whole world in your hands. Someone coming in, maybe even you taking a creative, action-oriented step, and things are going to turn around. It's not going to look so dire. Well, all right. So I think that's why we needed to see this one at the end, because this one was a little kind of like tough at the beginning. Things are tough. But follow along in the narrative there, and you see how it's all going to work out. All right, let's go into some of the cards now. Some of the angel cards. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly. I always say that, but I end up saying something that seems to be relevant, that comes into my head, that seems to be something that seems to need to be said. Okay, we're going to cut this. You want more explanation, more guidance, more divination, more substantiation, more explanation. And the card on the top is this one. Okay, this is peace. Now, oh, hi, Luna. Hi, Loon. You coming down for meditation? Yeah. Yeah, she is. Okay. See how peaceful this guy looks? I mean, he's hanging upside down, but he's kind of grooving. Peace. And notice, this is the same color as what's around his head. It all goes together, people. All goes together. All right, let's move this stuff out of the way here. All right, so this is peace. I'm gonna put these away and tell you a little bit about this card and who the angel is. How about that weather we've had recently, right? Crazy. Hurricanes, earthquakes, oh my God. All right, peace. This is Archangel Shemuel. And he says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. We've had this card numerous times. Some of the same cards just keep showing up again. It's kind of like the cosmic 2x4s, you know? He says, look past the surface of this situation and see the underlying truth. that everyone involved is a child of God, filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behavior and solutions. Even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Remember that? Love is the only power that exists, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself and others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. Working with Archangel Shemuel, okay? When you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Shemuel. He's the Archangel of personal and global peace. He's very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evoke a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Shemuel sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. Shemuel, when you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful. This guy right here, he's peaceful. Hanging upside down, but he's peaceful. By the way, this is a 12, and the 6 in the major arcanas. The major arcana is the Lovers. So half of this is the Lovers. And here we have the card talking about love is all there is. Love is all there is, love is all there is, love is all there is, as the Beatles said to us so many years ago. Wise words. All right, we're going to go into this deck next because it's the one that I grabbed. We'd like a little more substantiation, a little more explanation, a little more validation. Right, Luna? You want more validation, Luna, right? Exactly. That's how I say it. I agree. All right. I know. We're gonna do another card. All right, cut the deck. I'm sure you talk to your pets too, right? Right? Okay, now, you know what? This came up last time too. Share your wisdom. Share your wisdom. Well, it came up again, so there's a message here for all of you because it came up again. And I'm going to read to you about it. See that? Now notice she's carrying a book. Remember this card? A book, a book, a book, a book. They all have a book. All right. Book of knowledge. Share your wisdom. Within you is ancient and powerful wisdom about the true rules of right and wrong. You came to this planet to make big changes, and you're not alone in this mission, because we're all here too, with you. As you learn more about the changes, remember, changes? As you learn more about the changes that should be made to society, this card guides you to share this awareness with like-minded others. The more who know their true purpose, because people like you awaken them to it, the more effective this collective mission will be. Remember this card? If you have some creative ideas, share them. It'll help bring people together. It might help you bring your team together at work. It might help you bring your creative team that you're working with on a creative project together. It might help you bring your band together if you have a band, a musical band, or if you're doing a play. I mean, share your insights. You know, some people say, oh, I don't want to get involved. You know, that's not my lane. I'm not going to say anything. There's ways to speak about your perception and your insight and your ideas without being heavy and without being a know-it-all. Use the words we, and I was wondering if we might, I was thinking that might be a good idea for us to consider. What do you all think about that? That kind of thing, okay? Don't be my way or the highway. That's very unappealing. It's very unattractive, and it doesn't work for a team. So, share your wisdom. All right, another card. Let's see what we got here. Again, give us some more validation, some more substantiation, some more information. This is the last card, I think, unless I get guidance to choose another one. And the card is wedding. This is so weird. The wedding has come up so many times. Wedding. Wow. Well, came up, so we have to address it. Okay, the releasing is starting to happen. All right, now what that means, most of you already know. My eyes water, I start yawning, I cough, I need to clear my throat, I get really thirsty. That's because I'm starting to go into a trance. My voice will start to change and I will start to talk slower. And that's kind of how it happens. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the wedding card. All right. Wedding. I don't know, are a lot of you getting married or getting into a relationship or something? This card keeps coming up. It's so bizarre. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. Where's that tissue? My eyes are watering. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. There are other meanings of this card. It's not always about a wedding. Now, a wedding means a joining. You could be joining and connecting parts of yourself that have been split off, like your shadow side, perhaps. You could be embracing your shadow side and deciding to work with your shadow side. You know, we all have a shadow side, and we usually push it aside because it's not very nice. It's dark. So maybe you are starting to embrace some of those dark parts of yourself or some trauma that has been in your past. And maybe this card keeps coming up to remind us that we have to do that. You have to connect with the shadow side of yourself. It's imperative for you to be a whole, integrated, healthy person spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have to connect with your shadow side. You have to embrace it, actually, and honor it, and stop being split off from it. I'm going to read to you about this card. I think that's what it means, actually. I think it's more about that than it is about going to a wedding. But it could be going to a wedding, too. I'm going to read it to you. You receive this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. Remember, it could be the marriage of your male and female, the marriage of your higher and lower selves, the marriage of your conscious self and your shadow self. Could be a real life person. Could be that you're getting married. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith and love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love. You receive this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. There's either a wedding in your near future, or the angels are suggesting a renewal of a promise to keep romance alive in your current marriage. This card is surrounded with love and positive energy, so there's no need to worry at all about the message. Be open to love, romance, and be open to possibilities. Remember I told you someone might come into your life that is going to present a creative situation, or someone you may already know is presenting a creative situation or a new way of doing something, or you yourself are coming up with a creative way of doing something a little different, and people are lining up behind you. They're kind of digging it. They are aligning behind you, lining up behind you and aligning behind you. So, be open to love, romance, and possibilities, and enjoy. Here are some additional meanings. You'll receive a romantic or business proposal soon. Ta-da! Like I said. Okay? You could be experiencing a mystical marriage between your inner male and female energies. I said that too. You'll meet someone significant at a wedding you attend as a guest, perhaps. Discuss the topic of marriage with your boyfriend or girlfriend, if you have one. You'll soon meet your future marital partner, or one of your family or friends will marry soon. Think about all the different meanings of that card. Don't take anything at surface appearance. Even in life, look deep. Don't just take the surface appearance. That's the easy way. The richness of meaning and the aha moments come when you go deeper. When you go deeper. So go deep. See what's really there. See what the meanings of things are. Look at everything symbolically, and look at everything as a symbol and a message to you. And go deep. Go below the surface. Excuse me. That's what I tell people when I work with people privately for health issues. You know, they'll say, "Oh, you know, I'm having a lot of back pain. Can you give me a natural substance for that? You know, I want an alternative practitioner, holistic practitioner. I called you because I want you to give me a natural substance. I don't want to be on painkillers." Well, let's just look deeper. Why are you having back pain? Why is it in certain sections of your back? You know, every part of your back means something. What triggered it? When did it start? When does it happen? When does it get worse? When does it get better? When do you forget about it? What are you doing when you forget about it? See, that's going deeper. That's just, you know, I'm not the kind of clinician that's like, "Oh, here, take this natural herb or painkiller instead of your drugs." That doesn't really, that's just another bandage. It's just another kind of bandage, just a more natural bandage. But it's still a bandage. So the key is to go deep. And so I do that when I work privately with people about health issues, when I coach people privately about their life, and when we do the cards. It's always about going deep. And so we are going to go deep now. We are going to go into our guided meditation as soon as I can look at the clock and figure out a number that I can remember to tell you in the description. Okay, I got it. All right, so let's go into our guided meditation. I suggest that you lay flat. You may already be lying flat. Lie flat with your back flat. Your knees can be up in this if you want, and your feet can be on the surface of the floor or the bed. but I want your back straight, okay? Now, you can move. You can shift positions. The reason you are wanting to shift positions is because you will want to be releasing any energy of the day that may have gotten into your energetic field, okay? So that may cause you to want to change your position. I may, be moving around my position here too, but you might not see that because your eyes are probably going to be closed. So you might want to close your eyes actually now. Now, when we met live, which we did before COVID, the whole room was lying down. We had a beautiful room. The lighting was really wonderful ambiance. And I had all my crystal bowls out, and little flickering lights. It was just beautiful. And everybody was lying down. A lot of people brought blankets and pillows and eye masks. I want you to be comfortable. When you are comfortable, you are best able to learn and best able to get to answers in your own deep self. All right. Let's take a few breaths, blowing them out of our mouth with our lips pursed. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Now just allow yourself to breathe normally. With each breath, your body relaxes more and more. With each breath, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper, knowing that you are going as deep as is appropriate for you. Knowing that answers will come to you, possibly now or after this session, or in a dream, or when you wake up in the morning, or any time in the near future. They will come. Relaxing more and more now. Every breath taking you deeper and deeper. Every breath allowing you to let go more and more and more. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count will allow you to go deeper and deeper. Each count will allow you to relax more and more. Each count will allow you to feel more and more comfortable. Each count will release more and more so that you can get more and more clarity. On the count of 5, your scalp releasing and letting go, the back of your head, your face. Each breath letting go more and more, relaxing the area around your eyes and your mouth. Release your jaw. your upper and lower teeth apart. Coming down through your neck and into your shoulders on the count of 4. Down through your shoulders, coming around the front, below your neck, relaxing your ribs just by thinking about it, just by imagining it, just by visualizing it. As you move down to 3, the relaxing sensation has moved down through your arms, coming down from your shoulders, down through your elbows, out the tips of your fingers. You may feel this now. It feels like a tingling sensation at the tips of your fingers. All of the organs in your torso, relaxing and letting go. Your digestive system, relaxing, healing, rebalancing. On the count of 2, coming down into your thighs. The saturation of relaxation is so deep that it moves from the front of your body to the back of your body. Any residual discomfort just drains out of the surface of your body that is lying on the flat surface, and it drains into that flat surface. Maybe it's a recliner, maybe it's a bed, maybe it's the floor. Any residual discomfort, any residual pain, any residual dysfunction, illness, concern, worry, just drains out of your body with that large flat surface of you that is against that surface. And on 2, the thighs release and let go. Coming down into the knees. On the count of 1. Allowing your calves to release and let go. Moving down into your ankles, the front of your feet, the inside of your feet, the part that faces your other foot, the outside of your feet, and your soles. All of your toes, relaxing and letting go. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, and down to the tips of your fingers. You are relaxed. You are comfortable. You are safe. You are realigning your energetic field. You're allowing yourself the time to revitalize, renew, rebalance. In a moment, you're going to hear a tone. When you hear the tone, you'll go even deeper to 0, letting go even more, letting go even more. Any sounds that you hear that you recognize as everyday normal sounds don't disturb you in any way. Any tones that you hear allow you to go even deeper, let go even more, and enjoy it even more. This is your time to recalibrate. This is your time for your nervous system to balance. This is your time to let go. Let it all go. Know where you have to be, nothing you have to do. Just be present. Giving yourself the gift of being present. If you find yourself drifting off, that's totally fine. Your subconscious mind will hear everything that is aligned with your belief system, and your subconscious mind will hear everything that is relevant for you. Remember that when things are trying or challenging, that they will change. The nature of the universe is change. Do your best to stay aligned with the light during those times when it's dark. Things will always shift around. Remember what you know. Remember what you know. Stay in your higher self, the evolved part of you. Be aware of new ways to do some creative endeavors. It's okay to speak your mind. It's okay to share your ideas. How you do it is important. Do it with love. Do it with love and a sense of teamwork. Remember when things seem to go upside down, that you can still say and stay aligned with the light. You can still stay calm and be grounded, even though things have turned upside down. Because remember, they will turn right side up again. Remember that love is all there is. Every being is a creation of God. Stay out of criticism. Stay out of judgment. Do your best to accept the goodness in others. Share what you know. You've worked hard. You've studied hard. You've worked on yourself for years. You know you have. When you have the opportunity to share something that would be helpful for someone else, do it. Just be aware of your tone and be aware of humility. Stay humble. Stay humble. Be aware of a joining of parts of yourself. Be aware of embracing parts of yourself that you may not have wanted to before because you found them unpleasant. You found them not aligned with how you would like to see yourself. We become whole when we integrate the shadow side of ourselves into our being. We become whole, and when we become whole, we become authentic. When we are split off from our shadow side, we are not authentic. How to be authentic, how to be real. Embrace your shadow side. Do that work. If you don't know how to do it, find someone to help you. But you can do it yourself. Just embrace who you are. Allow yourself to be you. No false self. No fake personality. There's nobody like you. Nobody. Just be you. Let everybody else be them. When you feel negative emotions, it's because you're not connected to Source. Once you connect to Source, you radiate light and you feel connected to everyone. And everyone feels connected to you. Guilt or fear separates you from the Source. That separates you from the all-knowing universal energy, divine consciousness. When you connect back with that again, the guilt and fear disappear. Allowing yourself to drift and float for a while. Allowing your brain to incorporate anything that I've said that's relevant to you without you having to do anything. Your mind does it on its own. Your mind is doing what's best for you. Thank you for joining me in this dimension. I honor you for taking this time for yourself. I honor you for realizing how important it is for you to take this time for yourself. You are among those who realize the value of setting aside time to connect with Source. Source, where all the answers lie. Answers that you will have coming to you, guiding you, direction, showing you the way, answering your questions, giving you clarity. I honor the light in you, and I send you many blessings so that you can see the light in others and honor it in them. Until we meet again, many blessings to you and namaste.